comprehensive executive health screening at Sharp, 882 Sharp. Looking at our lane assignments for the next race, race number 60, this is the men's open petite in lane number 1. It is UC Davis in lane 2. UC San Diego Alumni Notre Dame is in 3. Crew Runnings out of Davis is in lane 4. Bushwood Rowing Club from San Diego in lane 5. And Cal Santa Barbara in lane 6.
We're at the start line for event 60, men's open petite. We have an alignment, and the starter has raised his flag, and with a crisp snap of the flag, we have a start of this event. This is crews from all makes and makeups, from universities, from alumni groups, from just people who haven't had enough rowing and come back together again and row. All boats are clear the 100-meter breakage area, and we look to lane 1, UC Davis, and then lane 3, University of Notre Dame. We have an open lane 5, so as the boats come down towards you, we have 5 boats in this race. Lane 5 is open currently. At the 250-meter mark, Notre Dame is punched out in front of UC Davis by 2 seats, and then followed closely by Crew Running out of Davis as well. Back in lane 2, the University of California San Diego Alumni, another 3 seats down, but fairly level outside with University of California Santa Barbara. All boats have settled into the race cadence, and University of California San Diego Alumni, who was starting to go backwards, is now pulled back into the hunt, into the pack. But your clear leader as we cross the 500-meter mark in lane 3, that's University of Notre Dame, 4 seats up over UC Davis, which maintains a 6-seat advantage over Crew Running out of Davis, who only enjoys 2 seats over UC California San Diego Alumni. Then we look outside to the University of California Santa Barbara, still overlapping with 4th place. I remind you that lane 5 is open as they come down, so outside is in lane 6. That's the call.
Checking our lane assignments for race number 60. This is the men's open petite final. It is Cal Davis in lane number 1, currently challenging for the lead. University of California San Diego Alumni in lane 2. Our current leader out there in lane 3 is Notre Dame. In lane 4 is Crew Runnings. Lane 5, as he mentioned, is open. And lane number 6, the University of California Santa Barbara.
Well, lane 5 should have been occupied by Bushwood Rowing Club, who claim to be from San Diego, California, but I suspect that they were one of these virtual clubs, drawing their members from a number of different locations and backgrounds. The other boats in the race, obviously Bushwood had a problem. They haven't appeared for the start this morning. The other boats in the race, looks as though the crew in lane 1, University of California Davis, may be their 3rd varsity boat. In lane 2, the UC San Diego is an alumni boat. University of Notre Dame, possibly also a 3rd varsity boat. Crew Runnings from Davis, I suspect, have links with UC Davis, possibly an alumni boat. And the University of California Santa Barbara out in lane 6, most probably their JV.
Well, our 2 fast starters actually were Cal Davis and Crew Runnings, but in very short order, Notre Dame indicated that they wanted it, and they're out front, frankly, in open water form right at the moment. They are being challenged along the shoreline by Cal Davis. Once again, mentioned that they did get an excellent start. Then to the outside, Crew Runnings tailing off just a little bit, as is UC San Diego Alumni, and then on the far outside, Cal Santa Barbara.
The crew from UC Davis in lane 1, based on yesterday's results, should be the star performer in this race, and as they come through into the 3rd 500, it looks as though they've certainly seemed to have pushed their way out to the lead. They'll be looking over to their left, checking out where the other crews are. That coxswain will be looking to his right and gauging what they need to do in order to stay ahead. But at the moment, the challenge seems to be coming from the University of Notre Dame. And that certainly would be borne out by their respective performances yesterday. The two crews that duked it out in the heat yesterday and were very close together were these same two crews that are in the lead at the moment, UC Davis and University of Notre Dame.
Just before the crews got to the 1,000 meter mark, Cal Davis kicked it up a notch, and now they have slid very quietly into the lead, being challenged by Notre Dame. Also back in the hunt a little bit, University of California San Diego Alumni out there in lane 2. Crew Runnings has dropped off a bit, and Cal Santa Barbara has narrowed the gap considerably over the last 500 meters.
Very difficult for UC Santa Barbara out there in lane 6. They've got that vacant lane between them and the rest of the field, and it's sometimes too easy to feel isolated and distanced from the rest of the race. Unfortunate for them, but they're putting in a really good performance notwithstanding that.
Well, our leadership has tightened up considerably since the 1,000 meter mark. Notre Dame, prior to 1,000 meters, had it pretty much in hand, but now they are completely challenged by Cal Davis along the shoreline. Davis with the momentum, and they have overtaken Notre Dame. Now we have University of California San Diego Alumni, and Crew Runnings has decided to get back into it a little bit with Santa Barbara on the outside. On the front of our race course, we have an excellent challenge here between Davis along the shoreline and Notre Dame in the center. It is Davis with the lead, about 5 or 6 seats, and Notre Dame trying to regain the momentum that they lost just outside the 1,000 meter mark. This is Cal Davis along the shoreline doing an excellent job. They seem to have kicked it in right around 1,000 meters and have overtaken Notre Dame and are clinging to that lead. Quite a bit of open water back to San Diego Alumni, University of California San Diego Alumni. As we peer back at the front quickly, it appears that Davis, after a quick start and kind of a slow intermediate area, has gained momentum and apparently is our winner, with Notre Dame in second spot. On third right now is the University of California San Diego Alumni. Then comes Crew Runnings, who got off to a good start but failed to capitalize on it. And then on the far outside, it is Cal Santa Barbara in fifth. Checking now with lane assignment for the Women's Collegiate JV Petite Final. It will be lane number 1. University of Miami is in lane 1. University of Iowa in lane 2. Washington State University in lane 3. Cal State University Sacramento in lane 4. UCLA is in lane 5. And San Diego State will be moving along in lane 6.
2 minutes to start.
While we're waiting and listening to the start boats getting aligned, I'd like to mention that the Pacific Life Holiday Bowl invites you to come on out and take part in their Outrigger Challenge in Luau. That'll be held on Saturday, April 25th at Bahia Point. For more information,